Hello everyone, welcome to DevOps Info channel. Today we are going to take a look at the Open AI service, which is available in the Microsoft Azure, and we are going to take a look at the Chat GPT, which is available as one of the option in the Open AI service. Currently, access to the service is granted only by application. You can request access to that service by completing the form AK/MS/OA/access, which I have it right now on the screen. I could also add that link on the in this video. So the moment when you request access, you would be waiting for a few days, and then Microsoft would send you an email confirming the access has been granted and how to get started with the Chat GPT. So today we are going to take a look at the Chat GPT. Like the Chat GPT is one of the chat bot, but the reason why they have kept it as Chat GPT is GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So this ChatGPT uses the artificial intelligence in the background, and using the artificial intelligence, it is able to do the innovative text-based intelligence output for all the questions that we are asking on the ChatGPT. So this open AI is trained to optimize the language models for the dialogue, whatever that is receiving. Even for example, if you wanted to create a PowerShell script, or if you're looking for creating a SQL query, this chat GPT could help. And also for summarizing a text that you have as a large sentences, it would help you for those kind of things. So GPT can produce actually the text that resembles of a human being, and can also perform a variety of natural language tasks because it is trained with a vast amount of data in the backend. So it is having a massive amount of data, and Microsoft has invested a lot of money and then doing a lot of research on this part. So it is massively improving, especially on the Chat GPT. It is the GPT-2 model successor. Before the Chat GPT-3, there was a GPT-2, which was likewise created by the OpenAI. So, with the AI being the backbone of the Chat GPT, it is intelligently able to respond as a human for all the received inputs. So, coming to the Azure, so you have to just create one subscription, and then you have to wait for the access after you request access over here. And then you have to create an a model through the portal. So, like the moment when you get the access, like you would just create an Azure OpenAI Studio. So this Chat GPT is available on the Azure OpenAI. In the Azure OpenAI, there are basically three models available, which is the GPT-3 base series. The second one is the Codex series, and the third one is the embedding series. But today we are going to take a look at only on the GPT-3 series. So here also on this the Microsoft website, we have the pricing and also the region where it is available. So all these things you can take a look at before you're creating. So here you see the region availability currently is East US, South, Central US, and the Western Europe. Uh, yeah. So going further, you can just go into the portal.azure.com and then create the Azure OpenAI. The moment when you create the OpenAI, you see a service like this, and you could see it comes with the default offering, whatever that comes as a result of creating Azure service in the portal. So you see it's an overview activity log. When you click on the activity log, it also shows the activities that it has been done on this particular service. You have the access control tags. You can also tag this. And in the resource management, you have the keys, endpoint, pricing, tier, networking. All these things comes as a default offering, almost whatever comes for the other Azure services that you're creating. Even on the monitoring, you see all these things. So the moment when you go ahead, you click on open the Azure Open AI Studio, and here it takes you to the Chat GPT playground. So like the moment when you click on the overview, in the overview you see an option to go to Open AI Studio. The moment when you click on the Open AI Studio, it is going to take you to the Azure OpenAI Studio portal. This is the place where you can access the Azure OpenAI service, and also this service is accessible through the REST API. So it would ask you to create the first resource. Since I have already created, it asks me an option to try the GPT-3 playground. So the moment when I click on the GPT-3 playground, I'm just being directed to this place. So here I'd be able to, do some test. Like the best way to start, like for the Chat GPT-3 is just by trying it out here, and then this playground helps you to test and iterate your results before you integrate them on your actual applications. So this helps you to experiment, refine, and also bring bring the customization that you really wanted to ship to your application. So here, like for example, I'm just going to type in I want a PowerShell script to find the stale devices in Azure AD. I'm just typing in create a PowerShell script to find stale devices in Azure AD. The moment when you click on generate, no, this is not giving the right results. So you can always do a regenerate. Yeah. So here it found the correct PowerShell script to find the stale devices, and then it can delete them. Yeah. So it just found the script to find the devices which is not active for the last 30 days, and then it is going to export it to a CSV path, and then give it uh, give it as an output. So this is really cool, right? So like when you just ask a question, it is able to find it. So this is also one of the example which you can use for the Chat GPT. And also I just tested another one example. Like I was just asking, is there a ticket from Chennai to Mumbai by flight on 22nd of February 2023? So it is giving me an option. Okay, Chennai to Mumbai flight ticket prices, yeah, 3805 in INR in Spice Jet, which is the lowest price among all the flights. So in the clear trip, so it is just giving me the option just in like without any delay, which is really good. And Also when I and it is also giving some options, like when you click on regenerate, it is going to give you the all the other options whatever it is available, which is really good. This one can be really helpful. You can think of integrating this kind of open AI to everyday apps. Like for example, when you click on the examples, we have an option to summarize text, the classified text. So even you have some translation from English to French. Microsoft will keep on adding a lot of things in the future. So these kind of the use cases, probably you can think of how to integrate this OpenAI service into your everyday apps. This GPT-3 playground. What we see here is the best way to start by trying it out and see how it is responding to your business requirement. For example, summarizing text, classifying text, or even natural language to SQL, or whatever that is suiting your uh, business case. You can always try to use it over here. And Today, I just wanted to give some highlight and overview about how to get started with Chat GPT-3 on the Azure. And also, as we saw, like you have all the options to monitor the Chat GPT through the facilities that is coming from the Microsoft Azure. So I would say the best way to start using the Chat GPT is by trying it out. Like I would say, this is just the highlight how to get started with this. and we will keep doing another one video in the future when MS releases some examples of use case how to integrate them with any one of our everyday apps, for example for security or monitoring, or even any one of the use case. Like we would try to look at it and then proceed further. And here also you have some get started where you can explore, and also you can develop and deploy. You can take a look at all these examples and then proceed further. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you.